Let us do a quick trade.
Wait. Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. I'm going to be quick because I need to set this up. So bear with me just a second while I drop into this. Happy days, happy days, happy days. I'm going to put 2 orders in. Boom. And I want a second one behind it. Boom. Okay. There we go. Right, what we doing? What are we doing? Well, I've already discussed this, and just while I was messing about, it's breached at the point where I wanted to get in. So I'm slightly late to the party, but we're here. So what's going on here? What's going on here? So sorry for the quickness. The thing is, this is live. What you see is what you get. I don't believe in rollback charts. I believe in trading in the moment. Now, ideally, I wanted it to be here, which would have been fine. And I'm looking to exit here and here. Okay, in this zone, this section here. Why is that? Well, let me explain. Now, earlier this morning, I was already into this. Here, already done it. I'll answer that for Blackbeard in just a second. The guys are already sort of having a good big chat, and each morning I put in a strength. This was done 7 o'clock. It's now shared after 7:45. There's slim pickings today, very slim pickings. But as you can see, the Aussie's pretty strong. The Euro's down here. The Euro's been taking a pounding, and the Aussie is gaining ground. Now, from the outside, you can think, right, okay, Aussie's strong across the board. It's obviously we buy it, all of this sort of thing. No, whenever you're looking at strengths, change of strength, what you're looking for, it's a bit, as an analogy, a little bit like a Bollinger Band. You're looking for the extreme. And that extreme, when it's at the outer edge, can collapse in on itself. What it's telling you is it's going to move. You know, there is pending movement. Now, you then got to read the chart to figure out if that movement is a continuation or the collapse. Very similar to the way the Bollinger Band works, because you'll see it stretch right out. And you think, surely this can't get any further out. And it'll just rocket on the outside, you know. But eventually it collapses in. This is a very, very similar situation. Now, when I did the bias on it, it had indecision. It told me to wait at 7 o'clock. And the indecision was because it couldn't work out what the trend is. So if I flick this back, and as we can see, it's trotting along quite nicely. And let's just pull these targets down into where I want them to be. So I don't want one there. Just going to sort of go middle of the ground. I'm not going to go too mad. So that's fine. Just drop them into there. So if I look at the hourly, just crunch this up a little bit. What can you see straight away? Well, it's in a straight line. It's range bound. So what is happening here is, of course, you can't pick a trend out of it because there isn't one. It's flat, okay, which made it a better contender than the other markets because they were just meandering along, sort of either grinding up or down. When it's flat, it produces a very, very good opportunity because you can stick your oscillator on and see how that performs. Oscillators are excellent in this situation, and the way an oscillator works for a range, if it's at the bottom, you expect it to come up. If it's at the top, you expect it to come down. And that's exactly what's happening here. With a range, it's running off the bottom of the range. It's failed to breach these levels. So it can only really come up. Now, if it is coming up, its first stall point is going to be this bunch where I've marked in sort of the exit lines, etc. Good stuff. It's not the biggest trade in the world, but it's a good trade, safe trade. And that's kind of what we're doing now. So let me run it. I'll answer the guys in the Discord while we're chatting. But if I can get a few quid out of this, more than happy. Anything over 50 quid, I think, is a result. So catch you in a bit, guys. Well, guys, that's it. Stopped out. I pulled in the target on purpose. Why was that? Because we're about a minute away from 8 o'clock, which is the open. Anything could happen on the open. And it could easily slam back on itself. And if it does, well, I'm just giving my profit away. Now, I'm going to do a video later on today on sort of why I do 10, 20 pips. Because it was raised yesterday in some of the comments. And well, as you can see, I was right to pull it because it is pushing down. But I was also right with my level point. Because look where it's stalled. Bang on the level. Now, it's made me 50 quid. It's not the biggest trade I've ever done in the world. But it was a safe trade. And is that not better? Is it not better to be safe, get paid, and then do it again? And then the next trade might be a bit bigger. And as we're talking, I was definitely right to do what I did. So trading is, well, how do I put this? It's not about being a hero. It's about doing your job properly and then being rewarded for it. Now, if that job is only worth 50 quid, well, it's better than losing 50 quid by trying to swing for the fences and trying to sort of let your ego take over, if you like. I have none of that. You know, I look at the charts, I see what it's willing to give me, and then I take it when it's on offer. And that's it. You know, it's very, very simple concept, the way that I work. And what makes me consistent is I repeat it day in, day out. I don't deviate. I know what I'm looking for. And that's what I do. So I'm always interested in your thoughts, guys. It's a very quick sort of gibbery one today because it was very early morning when I started, and it's difficult when you're trying to set the charts up. You're trying to talk to the guys in the Discord. I'm trying to answer my emails. My Message board is flying left, right, and centre as people are waking up. And I do feel on a bound to answer everybody. So do drop your comments in and they will get answered. And I'll keep on plugging and I'll keep on showing you the way and hopefully inspire you with your trading, showing you that it is possible. And if you want to see how it's possible, by all means, drop down in the description and you will find that Discord group. We'll go from there. But before I go, just to sort of reinforce something. Levels is king. And I was right to pull it out. Now I can let this come back down and re-enter. No reason why I can't. But I'll just assess it once the dust settled. Now the open is here. Okay. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love. And the money will follow. See you all in the next one.